ドジャースがロッキーズとの最終戦を3対1で制し、シリーズを見事3連勝でスイープしました。そして今日も大谷翔平選手が勝負強さを見せつけてくれました。7回、ドジャースが1点リードという微妙な状況で、大谷選手が会心の一撃、今季28号となるソロホームランで貴重な追加点を叩き出しました。試合全体ではクレイトン・カーショーが6回を69球という効率的な投球で5奪三振を記録し、ついに通算3000奪三振まであと3つに迫りました。試合後の現地放送を翻訳してお届けいたします。
Welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers, brought to you by Mercury Insurance. I'm Allie Clifton alongside Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garcia-Parra. What an exciting finish for the Dodgers there, who get the series sweep in Colorado, beat the Rockies 3-1. As we knew, though, coming in, guys, we talked about it. Story of the day, the story for the time right now is the countdown to 3,000. He needed 8 strikeouts, Clayton Kershaw, to hit 3,000. He knocked off 5. So as that anticipation continues to build, I will say, you guys called it at the top of the show, his main focus was going to be to help the Dodgers get the win. He and the squad did just that.
Yeah, first and foremost, I think, 3,000 would be nice to get it at home in front of the home fans. So that's one. So hopefully he does get that in his next outing. But number 2 is really his performance today was incredible. He was focused about just getting the win. He was extremely efficient. He was attacking the hitters. I mean, today was all about pitching. The Dodgers won because of the staff. Clayton Kershaw really setting the tone, was unbelievable, and then the bullpen coming in. The Colorado Rockies didn't have a single at-bat with a runner in scoring position. Yeah, they had a run because they hit a home run solo shot, but that's fine. Outside of that, these guys were dominant, and especially in Colorado, really impressive.
Absolutely, and Clayton Kershaw didn't have his best curveball today, but what he did have, he had fastball command, was able to use that slider as well. He knows how to pitch, and for him, just to give that one solo shot in Colorado, you will take that all day long. Actually, you can live with a couple solo shots there, especially with our offense. Was enough today. Shohei Ohtani also goes big fly. Great ball game.
We'll get to more on Kershaw in just a moment, but first we head back to Coors Field. Freddie Freeman is with David Bassett.
Freddie, let's start with that game-ending double play. What a throw by Pages. What a stretch by you.
That doesn't surprise me with Andy out there. He's got an incredible arm. I think once he saw Tyler get off a little too far, he went for it.
It feels like you have that feel at first base. You've been doing this a while. You know when to overturn things. You know when to stretch.
Yeah, you as a first baseman, when you have your foot on your back, you can kind of feel when you hit and when you're catching it. So a couple times today, I felt like they were out, and we got the calls right.
How good did it feel in the 6th inning to deliver the go-ahead run there?
Yeah, finally hit a ball good. It's been a long time, but I still had a lot of bad swings today, but I'm thankful that I was able to get it one good swing in a good spot.
And it was good to give Kershaw all the runs he needed today. How good was he?
He's Clayton Kershaw. He's been doing it for 18 years. And, doesn't matter what the velo is. He's going to get out. He's going to strike people out. He's going to give us a chance to win the game. He's Clayton Kershaw like he always is.
You know where the counter is for 3,000?
Yeah, he's got 3 more.
That's right, Freddie Freeman, a very inclusive and supportive teammate. He's the man. Freddie Freeman delivers the go-ahead base hit and also keeping count of Kershaw's countdown to 3,000.
Indeed we are. DV is the man. Let's talk a little Freddie first. Obviously, 20 runs for the Dodgers over this 3-game series. Nomar, I'll start with you. It was just the first hit, though, of the series for Freddie. What did you see?
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, he's been talking about it, how he has been struggling to find his swing, and he's been battling. It's not easy yet. Even a great hitter like Freddie Freeman, 1, will struggle. We've all come through that. That's part of the game. But 2, the great ones like him find a way that even in moments where you're like, all right, I got to battle, I got to find a way to try to get this ball in play, try to help the team in some form or fashion, especially a guy in scoring position, and he comes through. So yes, does it feel good? Yes, it feels great. You're happy, you help the team, but at the same time, you can kind of hear it there. It's not like it just all of a sudden unlock things. He knows he's still working, he knows he's still trying to find it, but he's also a guy you don't worry about because he's still going to help the team offensively in some form or fashion.
When you have a runner in scoring position, you don't really worry about your swing. Really, you shouldn't worry about your swing. You're up at the plate regardless. But runner in scoring position, you have a job to do. Figure out a way to put the barrel on the baseball. Even if you don't feel great at the plate, shorten up. And that's what Freddie Freeman did. Shorten up, put the barrel on the baseball, gives himself a chance. Picked up a huge RBI.
All right, let's get to Clayton Kershaw, of course. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned. The 5 strikeouts, again, just 3 away from 3,000. A walk and just that solo home run. What did you like? What stood out, Nomar, about his day on the mound?
It was the pitch right there, that last one where he got the swing and miss. We were talking about how important it was to be down in the zone, and that's exactly what he did. He did a really good job keeping that ball down. He had a couple balls there that got up, but at the same time, though, what he did really well was he was getting some movement on some of those pitches that were enough to end up missing the barrel. I mean, the sweet spot of the barrel. So you got either the end of the barrel, got in on some guys, and do some weak contact. But when you're commanding down in the zone like that, and then you get in the corner, it's the command of the fastball really sets up these hitters. The hitters have to look on each side. A lot of times in the past, you could look on the glove side, especially for his fastball, and then you're looking for the breaking ball all to be there. You can't do that to Clayton Kershaw now. Now you got to look, you got to expand the zone more as a hitter, and by doing so, it allowed him to be efficient today.
You're right, Nomar. When you only have to worry about, part of the plate, cool. As a hitter, you can eliminate the other one. But now with Clayton Kershaw, he's opened up everything. And now when he's hitting his spots, he might get an inch or two off the plate because he's hitting his spots. So Clayton Kershaw being able to work in and out to both the lefty and the right-handed hitter really is an enigma. Don't ask me to spell it. An enigma for hitters. It was fun to see today.
How excited should LA be? As we heard Eric say it on the broadcast, we just heard Freddie say it. We all know it. 3 away, and his next opportunity likely on the mound versus the White Sox at home on Tuesday.
Well, listen, LA is going to be really excited. I mean, we know the fans, they love, and rightly so, they love Clayton Kershaw. I mean, how do you not? Hall of Famer, what he's done over the course of his career. And I remember when he passed Sandy Koufax and how the place erupted and everybody was looking forward to seeing that. And he did that at Dodger Stadium. It was such an amazing just moment. And I think the reaction and the excitement is going to be just like that once again, to hit an incredible milestone, to watch the great Clayton Kershaw reach another checkbox in his Hall of Fame career.
And I think selfishly, we were kind of all rooting for Clayton not to do it in Colorado. Now he's got an opportunity to do it at home against the White Sox. So I know a lot of Dodger fans cannot wait for Clayton Kershaw to take the hill at Dodger Stadium to pass that 3,000 mark.
That's what Dave said in the pregame. I think it's if you get to 7, I got to Poland because I want to save that for LA. Speaking of Dave Roberts, he's speaking with David in the media.
All right, Dave, what can you say about Clayton Kershaw not only chasing 3,000 strikeouts, but the way he's been pitching?
He's been pitching really well. He's certainly competing, making pitches. I think he's gotten better each time out, even with not the best of stuff. I thought today the life to the fastball was good. The slider early was really good. Didn't have the curveball. Had the curveball early as well. Started losing feel of that, but he just found a way to be efficient, get quick outs, and it was hot today. Obviously at elevation. I thought he did a fantastic job and, chipped away, got a little closer to 3,000.
He only threw 69 pitches, but you always talk about the up and downs. Did you feel with everything that you just mentioned, it was the right move to take him out?
Absolutely. 2 starts ago, he threw 7 innings for us, and then he went 6, I think. And so this was good. I think that he did what he needed to do, and I think that, I can appreciate, where the stuff was at in the 6th inning, and even quite honestly after the 5th inning, but he just found a way to get some quick outs, soft contact, and he did a job for us.
How impressed are you by what he's able to do out there? I mean, forget about the strikeouts, but now he's won 4 in a row.
Yeah, I'm just impressed because he's given us a shot in the arm. We're sort of ailing on the starting pitching side and coming in here and giving us valuable innings. I just love that kind of edge that he gives each start day, and we certainly feed off that. I thought Mickey Rowe made some really, really good plays defensively. Certainly that one off Toley's bat for the double play. I thought that was a game-changing play. Obviously the Pages play at the end, and Clayton just elevates the play for everyone.
Before the series about taking care of business against a struggling team to sweep your first series since the end of April. How big is it just to sort of have a clean series?
It was good. It was good. I thought, pitching-wise, I thought defensively we were sound. Obviously, huge hit by Max the other night. Some of the guys are taking some good at bats. Some guys are still trying to find their way. But, yeah, I mean, to win here at altitude is always tough, let alone to win 3 games. And, they gave us all we can handle. They competed. They played hard. And so for us to start this road trip off like we have, certainly feels good.
Did you see that he had to play it first?
I did. I was pretty surprised. Freeman seems like a heady ball player to get that far off, but arm strength, accuracy, and he kept his head up and made another nice play.
Freddie,
just kind of looking forward to Clayton's next start now at home, kind of what that could be with 3 more.
I'm excited. I think that I'm sure, everyone back home, they can lock in on next Wednesday when he's going to make that start. And he's got 3 more to go, so we can make history. And for him to be able to do it in the home whites, it's going to be fun, exciting. He'll have his family there, friends, and, we'll see. But I'm excited for him, yeah.
Freddie drove in the go-ahead run, but he still doesn't seem very happy with himself. What did you see today from him?
I think he just wants consistency from his swing, wants to feel right consistently. And I thought the last handful of at-bats have been better. I know he didn't like the ground out that last at-bat, but, he found some outfield grass, drove in a run, and something to build on.
How is Clayton doing this, pitching as well as he is with, admittedly, stuff that's not what he used to do?
I think he's just really, he's got the fastball command back. I think that there is an aura to facing Clayton Kershaw that he's earned, and he's mixing. It's slider. It's not just slider. It's slider. It's fastball to both sides of the plate. It's curveball. It's the changeup once in a while. So I think that, Will and him, they're doing a great job of mixing.
How valuable can it be to evolve with the times and with your body as a pitcher?
It's important. It's not always the case, certainly with players that have had success doing something one way. But as you get older, everything kind of falls back a little bit. You've got to be able to kind of read and react. And I give Clayton a lot of credit to just not be so stubborn in what got him to this point, to kind of find out how to still be good, today. And he's doing that.
How valuable it was for Shohei to hit the home run in the 7th inning?
It was huge. It just, you get the leadoff runner on who's a base running threat. That could have changed the 9th inning with a 1-run lead. So for Shohei to tack on, hit a homer here, so 2 here at Coors, it was good for him. I'm sure for his confidence, and also just to kind of give us a little bit of extra cushion today.
Hey Dan, just to put into perspective, Clayton's 18 years with the Dodgers. Can you put that into words? What that means?
No, I think that, I don't know, it's him and Bill Russell. I don't know who were the longest tenured Dodgers, and to pitch at such an elite level, to just kind of, I can't even wrap my head around it, to be quite honest with you. And somebody who doesn't have a stain on his resume, on the field, off the field, to kind of hang our hats, as a Dodger fan with Clayton, that's pretty easy to do. And he just does it with a lot of class and compete and humility too. So lucky to work alongside him.
So the Dodgers pick up their 10th straight win versus the Rockies dating back to last September. As we head out to Denver, check out the highlight of this one in case you missed it, of course. Clayton Kershaw on the cusp of a career milestone of 3,000 strikeouts, bottom of the 1st. On the mound with 2 outs, strikes out Tyro Estrada swinging, Jay Hare.
Nice breaking ball right there. It wanted it down, but it's up a little bit, but he took something off. Got him to chase.
7 more strikeouts to go. Bottom of the 2nd, Michael Toglia goes down swinging.
That was a really good pitch. Great location with that pitch down in the zone, getting the swing and miss. We touched on it right before the game. That's going to be key, to be able to command the bottom part of the zone.
6 left. Later in the inning, Brenton Doyle homers on a line drive to left field.
A slider right there. They wanted it down the edge. He left it in the middle plate. Doyle does not miss it.
Rockies with that 1-0 lead early. Next batter, Orlando Arcia strikes out. Swinging here to end the inning.
Yeah, the breaking ball, I'll tell you, if you're a hitter, if you notice the spin and balls up in the zone, those are the ones you want to go after. But because he has something off of it, it's a swing and miss.
Top of the 3rd, Miguel Rojas doubles on the fly ball to left field.
We talked about it earlier in the series. This is such a big yard, so much ground to cover. Nice swing there from Miggy Rowe. It's a double.
The dance just never gets old. Later with 2 on after a walk, Mookie Betts at bat. Wild pitch.
Good base running.
Yes.
Good base running by Miggy Rowe. Good base by Shohei. These guys are anticipating. They're not taking anything for granted. Ball in dirt, and it really sets up this. Because if it wasn't for them taking that extra base right there, it's a different play for the first baseman. A possible play at second base after he dives, gets the out, but instead it's an RBI single.
Rojas scores, game tied at 1-1. Bottom of the fourth. 1 on, no outs.
What a play.
Great play there by Miggy. That ball was smoked off the bat. Great hands, not only great hands, but able to go with the ball, spin the other way, get it over Tommy. Great turn at second base.
That's what Kike was talking. When Kersh is on the mound, you just feel inspired behind him. Top of the fifth, Tommy Edman. Double on that line drive.
Good job waiting on that off-speed pitch. Puts on a great swing, hitting it down the line.
Kike, speaking of, up to bat.
Somebody got it here.
Yeah, they got the ball with the humidor. That's what it is. After 10 feet and it's out of here. But at the same time, did the job. Moved the guy over. Dodgers have an opportunity now with a man at third base. Less than 2 outs. It was also a fine play by Doyle in center field.
Great catch. Later, runner on third. Shohei Ohtani grounds out the first. Bottom of the fifth, we go. 2 outs, 0 on. Fulford at the plate.
It's a great slider right there at the knees, staying at the knees. I mean, that's just a perfect pitch.
It's now 4 strikeouts away for Clayton Kershaw. Top of the sixth, Mookie Betts doubles to right center field.
I like that. That ball was coming in on Mookie, and he's able to stay inside it and drive it to right center.
Here later, with 2 on, after a walk, Freddy Freeman. And we talked about it, his first hit.
It looked like a combo right there, running down and away, but Freddy Freeman, great job of getting the barrel to the baseball. In comes Mookie Betts for a go-ahead run. One more look at it, foot down, head down on contact, great swing.
Dodgers lead 2-1. Later in the inning with runners in scoring position, Tommy Edman grounds out to third to end the inning. Bottom of the sixth, with 1 out, Tyler Freeman.
It's one of those days that offensively, you're like, we got to give more runs for Clayton Kershaw, but not the way he was throwing. It's maybe a little bit of help off a little bit, but at the same time, still.
You got the Hall of Famer on the mound. That's too close to take.
Absolutely.
His family in attendance, just in case. Nonetheless, the reactions, every single strikeout.
Hit Kersh well, of course, feel his son Charlie.
Yep. Oh, speaking of hit well. This was hit well, Jerry.
Know this guy?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and nice play out there.
Yes.
Too, in the bullpen.
Kirby Yates is going to be coming in after this half inning. A great swing here by Shohei Ohtani. And even the bullpen guys, you better make sure you have your head on a swivel when Shohei's up.
Dodgers lead 3-1 after the 28th home run there for Shohei Ohtani. Kirby Yates, as you mentioned, J-Hair takes the mound. Michael Tolia up.
So we know he's got a great changeup, and he really needs that fastball. When he's spotting that fastball, especially up in the zone in the corners, it's tough to hit.
Later in the inning, Brenton Doyle reaches first base. The Dodgers want a challenge.
And Freddie says you should check that because as a first baseman, your foot's on the bag. You know, with a glove, you also have that feel at the base. And great stretch by Freddie, great play by Miggy Rowe all around. And as they challenged, they were able to. I mean, it was close. I was thinking that the call was going to stand, but they said nope.
I was just going to give J-Hair some credit and not even have to involve you because J-Hair got that one right.
I did get them all right, except the one Todd Helton took for me years ago, but I'm not mad.
Top of the eighth. Hernandez doubles to left field.
Good to see Teos Hernandez get some knocks.
Andy Pages, runner on third after a wild pitch, goes down swinging to end the inning. Bottom of the eighth, Michael Kopech on the mound. Fulford, the plate, strikes out.
99? Oh, shoot, I was about to say 88. Oh my, that slider at 99 can't have it. Great pitch at 88.
This is the exciting finish. Bottom of the ninth. Walked the lead off. Jordan Beck then strikes out.
Great pitch right there, but this was even a better play. Andy Pages showing off the arm once again. Don't know where you're going. You cannot get doubled up there, but you don't ask why. You just say thank you.
What is he thinking right there?
I don't understand. Maybe he thought it was 2 outs and he was just going to go. Then he remembered, oh, it's only 1 out. That's the only thing I can think of because your run means nothing. You're down 2. That shouldn't even be close. But, hey, we'll take it. Sometimes errors happen on the bases, and you got to capitalize on it. They do. The Dodgers, as a pot, has great throwing arm.
Dodgers doing Dodger things. You're right, Nomar. Sometimes don't even ask why. They complete the 3-game sweep of the Rockies by the final of 3-1. They're now 51-31 on the season. Clayton Kershaw picked up 5 more strikeouts and is now 3 strikeouts away from 3,000. Tanner Scott recorded his 17th save. Freddie Freeman collected his first hit of the series with a clutch RBI single to take the lead in the 6th, and Shohei Ohtani slugged his 28th home run of the season. Here's what's ahead on the Dodgers calendar. The Dodgers are off to Kansas City for a weekend series with the Royals. Monday is an off day, and on Tuesday, the Dodgers host the White Sox. Tuesday is Hawaiian Shirt Day, and Wednesday is Yoshinobu Yamamoto Bobblehead Night. All games on Sportsnet LA. It's a top-tier stat line brought to you by Arco. Of course, it has to be Clayton Kershaw with 5 more strikeouts today. Kershaw sits at 2,997 career punch-outs. It's pretty darn good, huh?
That is a lot of strikeouts in this show. CeCe Sabathia is on that list. Steve Carlton, Randy Johnson. Soon to be Clayton Kershaw, the lefties, to do it 3,000.
You're going to go K-Zone, but first, Nomar.
Yeah.
Did you like it on this? No. It's okay. We're going to go back to Coors Field. Have to get through the B-roll. Clayton Kershaw.
How did you feel out there today?
Oh, I felt good, actually, yeah. Felt better than the last couple, so that was good. Yeah, I mean, I think play of the day was Miggy after that 4-pitch walk. Totally hits the ball hard down the line. It could have been, 1 run in, 1 run on second, nobody out. So to turn that double play there was kind of the game changer. And able to get some quick outs. And yeah, but really, Miggy's play was the biggest play of the day by far.
You only threw 69 pitches in 6 innings. Is that a big key to you now, just getting those quick outs and getting that defense behind you?
I mean, you always want to be efficient no matter what. Yeah, I mean, I think, my days of throwing 115 pitches is probably over. But, I think getting through 6 is probably the biggest thing at Coors Field. And, Doc's doing a good job protecting me, which I appreciate too. So I want to just be able to go back out there every 5th, 6th day. So whatever that means for me is good for now.
So you're now just 3 strikeouts away from 3,000. You have a chance to do it at home. How special would that be for you?
Yeah, it would be. It would be very special. It would be.
Were you how mindful of you were that, just the total today while you were pitching?
Yeah, I mean, I know I had 8 to go. Freddie's really good at reminding me every day. So, 8 in Colorado's never going to be easy to do. So, but, pitched well, got through 6, and a chance to maybe strike out 3 at home would be really cool.
How have you felt just overall about how you kind of look, how your stuff kind of played at this point?
I'm kind of neutral. I think there's good days and bad days, good pitches and bad pitches. So, not as consistent, not as perfect as I would want, but the results, have been okay. And at the end of the day, we're winning games that I've been on the mound. So I'm thankful for that, and just a product of being on a great team.
His humility is a beautiful thing. Nomar, you're going to the K-Zone.
Yeah, we're going to have to break down Clayton Kershaw's day. We're going to go to the K-Zone and look how he was able to get some swings and misses. And we saw this prior to his outing about in the K-Zone, where he's able to stay on the corners. There's a breaking ball, but still on the corner that was up in the zone. But this is bread and butter, the slider down in the zone. What sets that up? Well, the fact that he has command of his fastball, and you have to look for that. There's one in the middle of the zone. Okay. Gets one there. He's able to handle that. That's going to happen. He was trying to get that ball down. He won that underneath the hands. We know that's the bread and butter. And early on, as a hitter, you're looking in. So if you miss your spot there, yeah, good hitters are going to be able to hit that, and they hit that one out. But it's still a solo shot. But he doesn't let that affect him. He comes back. There's the curveball up top of the zone. He gets the swings and miss. But this is what I love. This 3-2 count. It's not coming at you a fastball. He's still throwing the slider at you to get the calls. A couple of times there. Great location with that slider because he has so much faith in his pitches. And yeah, claps all around. He's getting near the 3,000 mark.
Yeah, I cannot wait for the 3,000. he gets a chance to do it at Dodger Stadium. And back to what he did today. Once again, that thin air at Coors Field, it's tough to throw that 12-6 breaking ball. He threw a couple of them, and he realized, you know what, I need to really throw my slider down and away, arm side to the right-handed batter, and he kept it at the knees. Outstanding job being efficient, giving us a chance to win. Clayton Kershaw, it's amazing watching him. I faced him when he was young. I mean, he was absolutely electric. Was his teammate. Nomar was his teammate as well. To see him be more Tom Glavine-ish a little bit, that's kind of fun to see.
How many strikeouts do you have on you?
I don't remember striking out. I remember getting some hits off him, though.
Okay. 15th start of the season when he faces the Royals at Kauffman Stadium on Friday. Nomar, what are you looking to see from Code Red?
You know, really, for Dustin May, it's really about having the command. I know we say that about all the pitchers, but it is so true because we've seen Dustin May when he gets in trouble, and we know his stuff is incredible with so much movement. You're like, then how do guys hit him? Well, when he has the ball that goes leans over the middle of the plate, big league hitters are going to figure that out. When it's going over the middle of the plate and it has a tendency to flatten out over the middle of the plate, they take advantage of it. But when he is on the corners and he is hitting that with his fastball and his breaking stuff, he is as good as anybody in the big leagues.
He does have great stuff. Continue giving us innings. I think that's the biggest key, making sure we get 5, 6, hopefully 7 strong innings. We know Kansas City hasn't really swung the bat all too well lately. Hopefully he gives us those innings.
All-Star game is coming up. How about this? The new returns from the All-Star voting are out, and Andy Pajes has moved up to 6th in NL outfield voting. Make sure to vote at MLB.com or Dodgers.com. Final words?
Well, hey, guys, get out and vote. We need Andy Pajes. Look at this. He's making a strong move. We know what he's done at the plate. Look at this rocket of an arm. You got to remember, Coors Field is a huge, spacious outfield. Absolute laser beam. That's right, laser beam from center field to end the ball game. Vote Andy Pajes, get him to the All-Star game.
Not just on the offensive side, he's doing it defensively. And boy, don't you want to see that? We're supposed to celebrate baseball at the All-Star game. We get to celebrate him.
Well said. For Nomar, Jay Hare, David Bassett, I'm Allie Clifton. Dodgers get the sweep. See you tomorrow.
1点リードという緊迫した場面で、大谷選手が会心のホームランを放った瞬間、これで決まったと確信しました。28号という数字も素晴らしいですが、何よりもタイミングでの一発が大谷選手らしい勝負強さを物語っていますよね。カーショー選手も3000奪三振まであと3つ、ぜひ次回登板で達成してほしいと思います。それでは次回の動画でお会いしましょう。さようなら。